In here. This is the next in the video series of doing search engine position tracking directly within Google Spreadsheets using the Pipulate free and open source project from GitHub. And when last we left off, we were running into all kinds of nuances. And it turns out that the parameter passing that's built into Pipulate to be able to pass the contents of one cell onto the next, the output of one cell to be the input of the other cell, it was converting the \n's that are in here into actual line returns. So it was not passing things along exactly in their raw source format. So what I had to do, it turns out, is go into the place where I'm controlling how stuff gets quoted for parameter passing and just put this little lowercase r in there. And then suddenly my original plans fell into place of being able to load the contents of a cell in as native Python objects and then send it back out, converted back into JSON, but just one member of the list. And what you're looking at here now is this is 4 pages of search results. So this response status 200, you would find 3 more times in addition to that as you scrolled throughout this document. But we're only interested in the first cell, or at least the first item in that list right now. So whereas this is 4 pages of results, and you can see how far that scrolls, you can see how tiny this scroll bar is. We're going to run Pipulate now and pop the not pop, but grab the first item off the list. Popping is something else similar, related, but I'm not using the pop text function. So we should see this get replaced, and this gets replaced. You can see the square bracket is not there. It starts right out with a curly bracket, and that is much shorter than that is. So pretty much mission accomplished there. Now as we move on, we're just going to peel our way through this using those notes that I have on MikeLevin.com from the last time I did this. You can see this is a dictionary object, so we're going to need to reach in initially to something called response data. So when you reach into a dictionary, you name things. So we're already in the first object, but within that first object, we need to reach into something that's actually named response data. And you'll see this progressive kind of like peeling down through the layers of the onion that I'm going to be doing here. So back in SERPS, see this response data, and then it opens with a curly bracket cursor. Watch what happens now. The response data part of the return object is gone. Now it starts out right at cursor. I'm not sure if that's exactly what we want. We're going to look here and we see, oh, where is that cursor? I don't even know if that was in there. Where was I? Lost my place on the page. This was a while ago now, wasn't it? Okay. No, it's still kind of near the top. My daily journal thingamajigger. March, April. No, it was recently. Near the top. There it is. Oh, that's the cursor thing right here. Yeah, we don't need to reach into anything named cursor. The next thing we need to reach in, and remember, name-value pairs are not always like really in the order they appear here. So we just peeled down into something called response data. The next one down we're interested in is results. Now response data is colon, and then it's a dictionary of things. So yeah, down through the next dictionary, results, and then we should be able to be sitting on top of a list of results, which is in the order of the search results. Tricky kind of stuff, but results, right? Results. That's the way it appears, all lowercase. Save it. Go back here. Populate. Ah, that's a gift that keeps on giving that name, Pipulate. It's so right for what all this is about. And so here's our search results. We're zeroing in much more closely to what everyone is going to be thinking of as search results here. And let's turn this thing that we're looking at, so much stuff, but we don't need all that stuff. We need a subset of that makes sense to people looking at it. Is it a list we're on top of? Yeah, it is a list. And each list is a dictionary. Is that true? Let's take a look at that. We're on a list, and inside that list is a dictionary where something is something and something is something else. And then it steps through multiple dictionaries in the list. It's a list of dictionaries that we're sitting on top of, whose order sensitivity is actually quite important. So, but now at least we've got an object that we can iterate through and grab the item whose key equals, I don't know, let's grab URL. That would be the right thing to do, right? That way we're sitting on, we can at least see the list of URLs and what position they're in. I'll save the position. So we're going to step through an object right here. We're interested in it before the JSON dumps occurs. So let's just get rid of JSON dumps and even get rid of the returning. We're just working on an object right here. And let's put in return JSON.dumps. And it's no longer a SERP list. It's going to be, well, it is. It's still sort of a SERP list. Let's just say short list, because I'm making a shorter list out of the SERP list. So I'll say short list equals, let's make it a dictionary. This looks like a job for a dictionary. Short dict equals open close. Yeah. You're going to need to know what position things are when you look at them at quick glance. You'll know what I mean by this in a moment. For, oh, this has to be something here. This is now SERP list 2. This is really the SERP list. Let's, we're tearing stuff away. Let's just recycle that name. SERP list equals, yeah. And for each result in SERP list, short dict, and let's see. Oh, for each I comma result, because we need that numbered index there in enumerate SERP list, because order is important here. Our key is going to become that number. It's actually going to be position 1 is the result that you're sitting on top of. Yeah, and then after it goes through that loop, you're going to have a short dictionary object that you can return in JSON form and it's going to look a lot more like SERPS than what we've been looking at so far in this project, this long thing that is so many videos just to get service unavailable. I did something bad in my for each I comma result and enumerate invalid syntax for each. Oh, I don't think it's each. It's Python is just a very, very simple, terse language. That's better. And I can just do a refresh because this is still sitting on top of the URL of the spreadsheet up here. That's how I know. I can just do refresh. Start pipulating, and now a very simple Python dictionary should appear in here that has meaning that a human being can look at and understand. But no, not exactly. 0: something much larger than I expected. Of course, I need to grab out the URL. I forgot the important part here. Double check my fact. I need to grab out, yeah, the thing named URL out of the, so I'm stepping through the members of the list. The members of the list is in turn a dictionary. This is a list of dictionaries. So I can't say it's equal to the result. It's equal to what you get out when you plug the word URL into the result. And we have a 0:, which is not good. It needs to be a 1-based index. So it's always going to be I plus 1 because, first position. Start pipulating. Does it become clear? Yes, it does become clear. There are the top 8 positions. 1 is my site. 2 is the Mark Levin Show. 3 is the Biology Mike Levin. 4th is my LinkedIn. 5th is my Twitter. 6 is someone else's Twitter. 7 is my YouTube. 8 is the Photographer Mike. So of course we want to get more than just the top 8 since we're sitting on more than the top 8 here. This is just the top 8 starting from somewhere around, there's results here. This is the top 8 from this first list as defined here. So I need to do it for those subsequent components, but this is a fantastic step to be at, and I will call that a wrap for this video. It turns out I actually need to start committing this stuff. I haven't been committing. So what I'm going to do, right here in Vim, I'm going to do sh to drop out to a shell, git commit, working on positions function, on SERPS function. Functions, because it's plural now. Git push. After all that, it's just 25 insertions and 6 deletions, but still it's been a pretty big day. Thanks for joining me. Hope you're starting to see the picture come clear with position tracking inside of Pipulate, and don't forget to subscribe.